Are you over 40 and you're struggling with knee pain, but still have knee pain, but you're not doing anything? Is that what you're doing? Because not doing anything is the worst thing you can do for that. If you just ignore your knee pain, that's gonna be a major problem. Today we're gonna show you 3 different ways how to improve your knee pain by yourself at home. It doesn't have to be expensive either. Okay, so guys, we're gonna show you 3 different maneuvers that are quite simple to do. They're very useful to do. The first movement, which is very simple, it's more like a warm-up. What you guys are seeing, he's keeping his heels. We're keeping the heels on the ground. And here's our lovely model, Jana. She's keeping her heels on the ground as well. And what you're doing is you're just trying to warm up the knee joint. Notice how small the movements are. We're not jumping around like this. We're just doing very small movements of the knee because you need to pump the knee, just pump the knee. You should be doing this about 2 to 3 minutes. So we're not talking about like 5 movements. And also keep in mind one more thing. We're not talking about big movements. We're talking about very small movements. You're kind of pumping the knee little by little, just pumping it. Okay, now this is still part of the first exercise. When you move the knees together, that was one part. Now this is number 1, but 1A. So this is a continuation of the first one. We're still warming up the knee, you guys. The patient you are going to lean forward a little bit, not too much, just enough to kind of lean on your toes. And what you're doing movements like this with your legs, just a little bit, one by one, forward, one by one. We're just trying to warm up the knee. Okay, so like this. Okay, do this for 2-3 minutes. If you cannot do it for 2-3 minutes, do it as best as you can. Okay, so second movement, we're going to play a little bit of a football today. There's 2 purposes for that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to try to loosen up the knees, because let's say, for example, your right knee is kicking, but your left knee is slightly turning. So we have to have both of those things to be done. Okay, so again, what are we doing here? One knee is kicking, one knee is stabilizing. So you kick with one knee, not too hard, just enough. And the other knee is stabilizing, but you have to rotate the other knee. So this knee is rotating, this knee is kicking. Okay, that was the second exercise. Okay, so this is our third movement, and again, now you're starting to get the knee more flexible. So before it was just a warm-up. Don't do things before you do a warm-up. Now notice she's going halfway. So we're actually going only halfway. You're not trying to bend. If you have pain, don't do this yet. Okay, you're gonna be in too much pain. So you just start doing this. Let's say you're in pain over here. Okay, so just do this. Like you go from here to here, stop. From here to here. Your job is to try to do this about 10 to 20 times. That's it. And you can switch from this knee, you can switch to this knee. So for example, you're doing more movements on this knee. Just like that. Okay, so the back knee bends a little bit more. Then you can switch to this knee. You're doing more movements at the front. Whatever feels comfortable, just do it like that. But don't go away, you guys. So we have a 4th point, which is a kind of a bonus point. This is quite important. During the day, you started walking. In the morning, let's say you did the exercise like we showed you, you warmed up the knees. Guess what you have to do in the evening? Now you have to stretch, because as you walk through the day, what happened is that you made these muscles quite tight. You activate a lot of the back muscles. We're going to show you the next stretch, which is going to be quite useful for reactivating the muscles on the back. You keep the back straight. So we're keeping the back straight, right? And we're trying to activate and stretch out the back muscles of the thigh and the back muscles of the calf. So basically what you're doing is you're stretching. Okay, so next stretch is you're stretching out straight one leg, because what are we focusing on? We're focusing specifically on the calf. Okay, you're trying to stretch the calf specifically right here, because the calf also becomes really tight over the day. So you have to feel pull and tension right here a little bit. Even simpler, you can use a small shoe or some kind of let's say exercise tubes. So the tips I gave you just now, they're not a permanent fix. They're basically something that can help you somewhat. I'm not trying to say they're gonna be a permanent fix for every kind of knee problem. This is something that will help you on a daily basis to minimize your pain at least. Buy them out, see how it works. For more serious problems, or if you want more tips, first of all, follow for more videos. Number two, if you need something more serious, then you have to actually address it with a specialist. So these tips are not a fix-all, but they're gonna get you started on a process to improve at least the quality of life of your knees and the quality of function of your knees. Okay, thank you guys for watching. We're going to be explaining more. In the next videos, we're going to be explaining more about what to do, not just for knee. We're going to talk about back pain. We're going to talk about neck pain, headaches, and other kinds of problems.